Okay, I was just trying a new song, Coca. Was that Gucci Mane? Okay, we'll come upstairs with me and I'll show you some box designs for my new box. Now I'm just going to show you some box designs. I got about two here. One that I reckon is probably the best, and a few modifications to it, and one that's maybe, but probably not. Okay, so here's the first design. I think it looks pretty good. I'm just joking. I'm not bad. Okay, so here's the proper ones. Okay. So we'll probably be tuning it to about 35, a little bit higher than the one I got, because they're 12s that they will be able to hit lower, than my 10s would. So if I tune them to that, they'll still be able to hit 30s obviously easily, so I'll tune it there. Now, so there's the front of the box. Okay, as you notice, similar to what I got, but no port. Okay, so you got the 412s. That's the actual dimensions. So we've got 70, and the -3 is the internal volume. 110 -3 and 40 -3.5, because on the front we're probably going to have a double baffle, so it may even be -4 or something, but pretty much about that. So yep. Then we've got so the volume would be 10.3 cubes, and the internal volume would be 8.7 cubes, and that gives each sub about 2.15 cubes. Okay, now the subs say on Sonic Electronics they like between 1.5 to 2.5 ported. So making this, a few of these might end up slightly smaller, so it might end up -4, yeah. So it could end up being about 2.1 cubes per sub. So that's pretty much going right in the middle of that. Here's the side view. Okay. So there's your subs sticking in. They're sticking in about, their mounting depth is about exactly half. Okay. So there's about 7 inches behind there, and you're going to want, as I've read, you want about half the woofer width left here. So it's only a 6-inch woofer, and there's about 7, just under 7 inches left. Here's the bit I'm not sure about. Okay. So do we want to have a separate chambers, so be 2 in each chamber, or a common chamber? Now, if I was doing separate chambers, I'm going to do a big slot along the top, at the back, like that. That represents it coming down into here. It might come down further. That's all my tuning right there. But that's what that is. Okay. Or we've got on this side, if we have a common chamber, then I'd have a big square sitting in the top of it. This would just be better for bracing reasons, and also if one blows, there's only one other one affected. I will be running them off 1 amp, that's for sure. Anyway, so there's pretty much, that's the main ideas of them. So we're looking at about 2.15 cubes per sub, and the box is going to be about 260 litres, and the current box is 200 internally, so it will be a bit bigger, but the current box is too big for the subs. Okay, I shouldn't have made the current box so big, so this box is more what it should be. The current box is a little bit too big for those subs. That's why it does sound good, but it's not very good for SPL, because it's too big, but it sounds good. So this one's kind of going in the middle. Then we go over here. I didn't put much effort into this. Obviously, the sides would be very bland. This is just to have a big slot down the middle. Okay, so the same width and dimensions otherwise, but the big slot down the middle. But I just think this would work better and probably sound better too, because you don't have your sound waves just going with that one. They're going into the back of the box, around, and all coming out front, and then that has to be a common chamber as well. And see, I don't want to do that, so that's pretty much a no. We're probably going to go with that common chamber, and it looks like one big portal on the top, but there will be a piece of wood halfway, just separating the two ports. Oh, and the amp will not be mounted on the box. Okay, so I'm either going to put in the boot, or I'm going to have it mounted kind of like sitting in front of it on the floor, like make a thing for it, but you know what I mean. It won't be attached to the box, because I don't need it getting the shit shaken out of it.